Welcome to this week's vlog where I share what I realistically read in a week while trying to work, take care of my family, eat, work out, or basically be a human being. Hello, welcome back to the channel. If you're not new here and you're wondering where have I been, I have been working. I'm part of a new team at work and it's been so intense. I haven't really had time to film. I've still been reading, but I put filming on a back burner, but I want to change that for the new year. So we're back on track. We're just gonna do some what I read in a week more videos because those are the easiest for me to film, and this way I can mood read and still give you guys reviews on books that I'm reading. So anyways, right now I am reading Red Rising and I am absolutely loving it. I don't quite know if this is like fantasy or if this is sci-fi, but basically we are living in this dystopian world where Earth is basically dying and the Reds have been sent to Mars to go mine the planet so that they can extract helium-3, and so this way they can terraform Mars so that they can make it livable for the other colors who are considered softer colors because they're not strong enough to endure what the Reds are enduring, which is basically like really working hard to make Mars livable. And Darrow is this 16-year-old. He's the main protagonist, but he finds out really quickly that he's been lied to and not everything is as it seems, and it is shocking. Like, I feel like I'm reading this book slower because there are so many parts of this book that feel so relatable with humanity's history and like what's going on in the world right now, that sometimes I'm like, ooh, this is a little too close to home as a Black person, as a Haitian, as a um part of a country that was colonized. But you know, it's still really good. I am loving it. My only gripe with this book is that Darrow is like 16 years old, and sometimes I'm like, would a 16-year-old be this smart and be this wise and like think ahead so much? I don't think so. But I also have to acknowledge the fact that when you are living in a society where there's a lot of oppression, a lot of death, a lot that are going on, that you do grow up faster and you're less naive and your concerns are not the typical concerns about, you know, like, oh, like hanging out with friends. Like, you have real concerns and real responsibilities. So I get it. I really do get it. But sometimes I'm like, it feels a little too, you know, surreal or unreal. So in my mind, even though Darrow is supposed to be 16, I'm picturing him as like a 22 to 25-year-old. Like, that's what I'm picturing. And then once I picture that, everything else is like chef's kiss. But otherwise, I'm like, this feels a little unrealistic. But yeah, otherwise, loving this book. There was a little slow part here around this area here that I was like, I don't care about what's going on here. But a couple reveals have happened and we are back on track. It is revealing, the reveals are revealing, and I am loving it. Can't wait to finish. I'm really hoping that I'm gonna be able to finish this book tonight, and then we are going to move on. I do have a lot of things to do today: grocery shopping, meal prepping, so I'll probably take you guys along with me for some of those, but we'll see what we get into, finish this book, and we can pick up a new one. I just needed this morning so much to wake me up because As you guys can tell, it is snowing outside. It's such a cozy morning. All I want to do is just lay down and read, but I have work, so I'm trying to take a couple minutes, an hour or so before work to get some reading done. Still reading Red Rising. We are in page 292. So I've read about 59 pages or so. I will do the math just to be on the safe side. But I'm loving this so much so far. So many things have changed. I feel like I haven't read that much, even though every minute I'm not reading, I'm thinking about this book. But within like less than 60 pages, the tides have turned so much and so many things have happened. I'm getting whiplash. But I'm just gonna finish this book today, and yeah, I can't wait to see how it all plays out. Especially that we know that it's like a 6-book series, I think. So I just want to see where this goes. I really do.
Later that day, me and my husband decided to get a workout in together, and of course I brought my Kindle because I could not stop reading the book. But why was I fighting for my life on the Stairmaster? Because at the same moment, the author decided to unalive all my favorite characters. So I was out here having an emotional breakdown. Do not recommend. Do not recommend.
This is so good, guys. This was so good. This is 5 stars. I mean, listen, I don't make the rules. This is 5 stars. I know that there were some parts, like I said, that were lagging a little bit. And I also mentioned that I didn't like the fact that the character was 16, but I didn't realize how much time had passed throughout the entire book. By the time the book ends, I think the character is like 18. So it makes him a little bit more grown, a little bit more believable, even though I still think a character with that kind of depth, knowledge, wisdom should be a little wiser, a little older, I mean. But I will let that be okay, because the way I was in the gym struggling for my life and still reading this book because I could not put it down, and the things that happened at the end, the twists, the turns, the reveals, oh my god, this was so good. This was so good. And I don't know. I have nothing but good things to say about this book. Like, was this the most perfect book? No. But the emotions and the things that this book evoked out of me, 5 stars, immaculate. Like, I'm gonna be thinking about this book. I'm going to be thinking about this book. I have to read Verity next for my book club. I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys already, but I can't believe that's what I have to do, because all I want to do is pick up the next book. So, oh my god, I don't want to read another book. I just want to finish, go back into this world. But I'm gonna be good. I do have a timeline that I have to respect, so I'm going to read Verity next. So that's the next book we are going to pick up. This book was 382 pages, so I will put the total up somewhere, and then yeah, so I will let you guys know when I pick up Verity and give you an update of what I think. I'm picking it up tonight because I want to finish it as quickly as possible so I can get back to this world. Hello, good morning. It is Tuesday, and I know that last night I said that I was gonna pick up Verity, which I did. I started reading it. I even got all the way to I only got to chapter 2. So yeah, so I read 10 pages. It was definitely, it grabbed me from the moment I started reading it. The only problem is, this is set in the real world, okay? And I know what you're thinking, duh, Vanessa, this is contemporary romance. I know, except the problem is, as I started reading this, I realized that she has real world problems. She has an ex-boyfriend that she has a complicated relationship with. She has real things that she's dealing with, like she's mourning, she has a job, stressful meetings potentially. No. This feels too real, too close to home. And after reading Red Rising, I am still in the mood for like fantasy, sci-fi type of book, like books that are set in a different world where like a teenager is capable of toppling over government and changing whole systems and like saving the world. That's what I'm in the mood for. So basically I'm trying to escape my current life. So this is not gonna do it for me. Now, am I gonna read it in this vlog? Maybe, possibly, just not right now. And I've been thinking about what's a book that made me feel like I was completely out of this world, like not even remotely into this world. And it was Caraval. So I'm going to pick up Legendary, the second book. I've been dying to get back into this book and seeing what it's all about. And so I'm gonna pick this up. All right, let's get reading. Hello guys, good morning. It is Thursday morning here for me. I have been having such slow mornings because it is so cold here in New Jersey. It is like 20 something degrees. So all I want to do is stay in bed and cuddle my baby and just read all morning. But at last, we have responsibilities and bills to pay, so I can't do that. So I am going to be starting work pretty soon, but I wanted to come on and give you guys an update. Yesterday was super busy, so I barely got any reading done. I did the math, and I think I only read 14 pages. And then the day before, I had read 72 pages. So all in all, 86 pages for the past 2 days. Now, this morning, I'm already at page 112, chapter 12, and I am loving this book so far. As expected, I knew I was going to love it. I can't tell you guys much because it is the second book in the series. Even telling you guys about the characters in this book would spoil the ending of Caraval if you guys haven't seen it or read it. So I'm not gonna say anything except for Miss Stephanie Garber knows how to write yearning. She knows how to make your heart tingle, because when I tell you that this is YA, so there's like no smut at all, and every single time some characters are interacting, the way my heart flips and giggles, and I'm just like so happy. Like I don't even know, like half the time all is happening is like little brushes here, little touches there, but like barely. And I am like, yes, more of that. I am reading so fast because I want to get to more scenes with specific characters. I fear that there may be a love triangle brewing, so that is also very alarming, but we will see. I don't know, my heart is already aching for certain characters. I don't know, it's a lot going on, but I'm still excited. I'm excited to see where this is going to go, and I'm even more excited to see where this is going to go considering that there's another book, because this is giving Caraval again. Like the settings are very similar, I feel like, and the path and what's going on is similar also. So I don't know, but I feel like I'm seeing a lot of I don't know, like I don't know what's going on. But I think that's the point, right? Caraval does give you that vibe. It's like a fever dream where you don't know what's going on, but you're still having a good time. So that's what's going on. I don't know what's going on, but I'm having a good time. So I'm going to keep reading, and then in about 30 minutes I have to start work. So I will start work, and then I will update you guys and let you guys know how far I've gotten, and then what we, get on to. Saturdays, besties. I don't believe that I talked to you guys on Friday. I was so busy. I worked so hard, had so many things to do. And whenever I worked a lot on Fridays, I'm always like, what is this? What is this? Like, why am I working hard? Friday should be reserved to wrapping up the week. It should be just, no meetings, like minimal meetings. Yeah, my brain is dead by Friday, so I shouldn't have to think hard. And yet Friday I was working hard. So by the time the day was done, I did get reading done, but I didn't feel like coming on and having like a verbal conversation with y'all. I apologize, but I did read, and I have been reading since this morning. Unfortunately, like I said, because my weeks are so busy now, I'm not getting as much reading as I want done, and it's so unfortunate. But I'm doing my best. I am still reading Carnival, and I'm reading it on my Kindle. Like, I'm going back and forth between the book and the actual Kindle version. And on the Kindle version right now, it says that I'm on page 311. So the Kindle version has like 440 pages. So I'm hoping that today I will be completely done with it, and I will finish. Am I enjoying it? I am. I have to say that it does drag a little bit for me. The protagonist in this one, I don't know. I don't like her as much. I don't know what it is about it that differs from the first book. Maybe because it's a little bit repetitive. I kind of almost feel like I've seen this before. I don't know how to explain it. If you guys have read Carnival and then Legendary, or maybe the entire series, let me know if you felt the same way about the second book. It feels a little repetitive. Now, are there some moments that I'm still giggling and like laughing and enjoying myself? Yes. The subplot of romance in there, and I'm gonna say subplot because there are good chunks of time where no romance is happening, which is fine, but the subplot of romance is really nice. The mystery is, I think I figured it out. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe when I check in towards the end of the book, we'll know if I figured it out. It's good. I love the atmospheric aspect of the book. I love the writing still. I love the cast of characters. I love that it's very intriguing and we don't know what's going on. So the still same vibe. I just think that it's becoming a little repetitive, and maybe the book could have been a little bit shorter. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'll have time to pick up any other books for this vlog. Unfortunately, I wanted to go back to Verity. I don't know if that's going to happen because it does feel like the day is getting away from me. But if I don't, then it is what it is. This is just reality, right? If you're working 9 to 5, if you have other responsibilities, if you're getting to read 2 books per week, I think you're doing a good job. I think you're doing a great job. If you're reading 1 book per week, 1 book per month, you're doing a good job. And we shouldn't feel bad about it or put ourselves down because we're not reading as much. As long as we're reading, we're doing a good job, So I'm gonna be happy with that. But yes, I'm gonna continue with the book. One other thing, I wanted to show you guys a gift I got for Christmas. My sister-in-law got me some book merch because she knows me so well. Come on, if you've watched any one of my videos, coffee and books, that's just the literal representation of who I am. Like, this is my personality. That's it, okay? So I'm in love with this, and I also love the color. Next book. The current thing that I'm complaining about, right? Born to read, forced to work. I mean, come on. That's just like the current state of my life. I feel like, why can't I find someone to pay me to read? Because that should be my job. That should be my full-time job, okay? Love this. And then she gave it to me again in like another format, and I love it. I just love this. Aren't these super cute? And she got them oversized for me because, as you guys can tell, I'm always in like some kind of sweater, jumper, and I'm always wearing like an oversized sweater, and this is just perfect, especially for the winter months. So if you guys see me rocking these in all my videos moving forward, you've been warned. Keep your mouth shut. This is gonna be my uniform for the foreseeable future. Yes. All right. So yeah, let's get some reading done, and I will check in you guys when I am done with Legendary. Alright guys, I finished Legendary and this is going to be the last book for this vlog. I really enjoyed it, not as much as the first book as I said before. So I think I'm gonna go with a 4-star rating for this one. It was really good, but I did feel like I didn't enjoy the main protagonist as much as I enjoyed the main protagonist in the first book. I liked her, but I did feel that in some areas I didn't enjoy her. I felt like sometimes she could be a little rude. Maybe I was wrong, but I did resonate with some of her dilemmas and some of her motivations and why she made some of the decisions that she made. I did think it was a strong end to this book and that it definitely set up the next book, because I was asking myself, like, how are we getting a third book out of this? It's gonna feel so much more repetitive. I don't know if there's gonna be another caravel for the last one, but I'm invested now because the way they ended this, it was definitely a heartbreak one and you definitely want to know what's gonna happen next. So that's all for this week. I'm gonna put the total of the number of pages that I read somewhere around here, and then I will see you guys on the next one. If you liked this video, please like, subscribe, and share. You already know what to do. Bye.